Hey, hi guys. Glad that you could drop by Superlative Radio today. Dylan Stone here with you. Always glad to spend some time with you. And we're here are in King Square. We're here sort of after the devastation of the Dorian last night. And if you sort of look around behind me especially, you can see that there's a couple of trees down and a couple of... It's just not really a pretty sight. The wind was pretty bad there last night for a little while, even where I live. It sounded really bad, and of course things were sort of blowing all over the place, and it wasn't exactly a pretty sight, to say the very least. All things considered, we did get off lucky because there's a lot of places that had a lot worse damage than we did here in St. John. Not to say that, of course it will leave a scar, and it's not going to be something that's going to be easily repaired. I mean, if you look at the big tree behind me and how it's gone right out of the ground, they're going to have a difficult time to get things back to at least some sort of order. Nice to see though that they taped it off to kind of leave. People do, curious onlookers and things can be more of a nuisance sometimes than an actual help to the situation. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of work to get things back to normal. But like I said, we got off relatively lightly in comparison to some people. But it's things like this that happen, that I guess in a sense that bring me sort of what I wanted to talk about today, is when things like this happen, this is usually the time you see people are more apt to kind of help each other. It kind of hits home just how easily things can change, just like that. 1 minute you're here, next minute you're not. That's simple. And we're too busy in a lot of cases with modern life to think about it, because there's just too many other things happening. And we don't always take the time to consider it while we're going about our everyday lives and doing the things that we do. And of course, we should. This is a situation where people it does bring out the best in people in a lot of cases. And an experience of mine from a few years ago, you probably remember the ice storm back in, I think it was 1998, I think it was the ice storm. I was still back in Montreal at the time. And I was working for the radio station K103 at the time. And it was during that incident where I witnessed the most wonderful example of people helping people. It really, honestly changed my opinion of the human race. Because sometimes, in all honesty, I sometimes wonder and I sometimes doubt that we've even come out of the caves. Like we're just so dependent on our caveman brain that sometimes we're not even thinking. But in that situation, seeing what happened, people, giving free meals to people, helping people when they needed, just the things that they were doing, it really made me proud to be connected with that whole thing, because that is the kind of thing that you need to do. And situations like this here now, you're going to see, at least I believe you're going to start seeing a little bit more humanity taking the foreground. I want to take that example and I just want to throw it out to you that this is the kind of thing you need to do in your everyday life. Don't wait for a tragedy like this and don't wait for things to happen. Try to bring it into your everyday, even if you just do it a little at a time. Take little baby steps, as they always say. Take some time and try to just keep that in your mind and work it into your everyday life. And before you know it, you've changed your corner of the world. That's the type of thing we need to do together. And we can only do it together. We can only do it if we all jump in and help out together. Keep it in mind. Remember, that's what it's all about. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by and seeing us at Superlative Radio. We're really glad you could take the time to stop by. Hope you can stop by again real soon. Until then, Dylan Stone here. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other, because that's the way it's supposed to be. We'll see you soon.